Hi, welcome to Lovin Sheila Shorts. Today I'm coming to you from my developing creative space. I want to talk to you about health and beauty. We invest a lot of our time and money and effort into health and beauty. I recently shared my experience with microneedling, something new that I'm adding to my regimen. I spend a lot of time and money and effort into skincare products because I want to be as fresh-faced as possible. And so I invest on skincare as opposed to makeup. Put out all the different things I use. A lot of IS Clinical, and I realize it's like 10 products a day. And that's between the morning and the evening routine. And that's at a minimum. As I look at all the different things I'm doing to enhance my skin and strengthen my hair and make sure that it's healthy, I haven't put out all the products that I'm using for that. In addition to collagen supplements, magnesium, probiotics, all these different things that we do to help us in our so-called health and beauty. But what I really want to focus on today is making sure that we are doing more of the work, the internal work, and that is making our gynecological appointments, getting our mammograms, and taking care of all the little things that comprise us and to make us fully and wholly healthy. Here on the podcast, we're talking about real women, real issues, and the different changes that our body goes through as we age. And one of the things I put on my whiteboard to do was just to go and get all these appointments done. And one of the things that I did, I had to do a mammogram. I did my mammogram and I got a call back. And they said, we want to see you. We've seen something. And so I had to go back and I had to double up. And it turns out it was nothing serious. It's just something that they want to monitor. So for that reason, I want to stress the importance of making sure that we stay on top of those things. Because all this is for naught if we're not maintaining our health, if we're not doing what we have to do to stay here and to stay alive. And then also I went to an ophthalmologist because I have a strange optic nerve, and so I always go to the optometrist and get new glasses and whatnot, but she always recommends that I go see an ophthalmologist, and so I had kind of been slacking because for most of my life I've had the same issue, and so it never seems to be anything, so I was expecting it to be nothing. But I put on my whiteboard, go see your ophthalmologist, and I did. And in this visit it was a little different because this time they were a little more concerned about the optic nerve, and they ended up sending me to a specialist. And so then they put me on some treatment, some eye drops that I have to take supposedly for the rest of my life. And I'll be praying about that. But that's what happened. I come to you today because I've gone and I'm taking care of my health, and not just my regular physical, not just going to the dentist, but going a little deeper and going to some specialists and making sure I get the enhanced treatment, meaning the mammograms, as well as taking a look at the depths of my eye, to make sure that everything is well. We can't necessarily prevent situations from happening, but we can manage it. Stay on top of your health, mark it on your calendar, do what you need to do. Because yes, it's important to take care of our skin, to do our hair, to exercise and feel good about our bodies, but it's very important to take care of the internal medicine, okay? So make sure that we're doing what we have to do to make sure that we don't have situations that we cannot reverse or that we cannot stop that are out of control, that we can stop it before it gets any worse and it can be managed. So I'm talking about managing our health. Just like we manage our skin, we manage our hair, we get trims when we need to get trims even though we don't want it. We do all these things to keep things healthy and vital and going. And so I encourage you, I've had 2 incidents this year where I've been called back, and one of them with a good result, one with not the result that I wanted. But at the same time, it's about preventive care. It's about maintaining and doing the things we need to do to stay healthy. And so I encourage you, if you haven't done it, if you're making New Year resolutions, make it one of your resolutions to not just get fit, but to be fit internally. And I'll leave you with that. I hope you have a very happy holiday season, and I will see you on the next Lovin Sheila.